And next we're going to do the transition from that B flat shape to an A flat shape. A flat shape looks like this. And our B flat shape looks like this. So let's sew them together by practicing the shifts on each string for each of our 4 exercises. Starting with the lower strings, the first notes for the B flat shape are on the A string, and we're actually going to shift from the A string first. Now what I don't want to do is shift piecemeal. I've talked about this a lot. I want to get this done with the fewest shifts possible. So I'm starting the way I would start my B flat shape. But I'm going to shift up. And what I'm not doing is piecemeal. That's cumbersome. I want to go all the way up so that I'm where I need to be. You see on the last note, I'm not just, it would be easy to just shift down with the first finger, but now I'm not in position for the B flat. I want to come all the way back to that shape. Now our second exercise, up 2 steps and down a third. Let's not forget the arpeggio, shifting on the A string. If it would be easier for you to follow along with tablature, just click the link below. There'll be a free download for you. I like to do those arpeggios right after each exercise, launch right into it so that it gets internalized in your hand. I don't want to have to think about it. If you're practicing right, then your hand will learn to do these things without thinking about it. Exercise 3, up a third and down 2 steps. The fourth exercise, version 1, doing all the shifting here on the A string. Now exercise 4, version 2, which is going to be making intervals on the next string up for these shifts. Now let's practice our shifts on the next string up, which is going to be the D string. Don't forget these exercises work just as well on acoustic guitar as electric guitar. I actually practice them on the acoustic guitar more than I practice them on the electric guitar. Exercise number 2, shifting on the D string. Now we're going to have exercise 3, shifting on the D string. Exercise 4, version 1, this is where we're going to do that up a third, down a step, and we're going to do all the shifting on the D string. Yeah. Exercise 4, version 2, shifting with the intervals on the next string up from the D string. right, now let's practice shifting on the G string. We're going to do both octaves for this exercise. Up and down the scale first. It's kind of ambiguous which is the right way to do the arpeggio on this shift. This is the shift on the D string. This is the shift on the B string. So shifting on the D string is kind of right in the middle, so pick your poison. Exercise 2, shifting on the G string. Exercise number 3, shifting on the G string. You'll have to forgive my sloppiness. It's been a long day. I'm recording a lot of these and I'm really tired. Also, I've been practicing on acoustic guitar most of the time, so it's really hard not to pull the strings sharp on an electric guitar. Exercise number 4, this is where we're going to do all the shifting on the G string, up a third, down a step. One octave is fine for that. Now we're going to try version 2 of that 4th exercise, the intervals on the next string. I wish I could have done it more cleanly for you, but at this point, I got to take that because I have so many outtakes. An embarrassing number of takes for me to try to get this right with the camera on. Please forgive me. We're just going to kind of get what we get here. If I could play this perfectly every time, then there would be no reason to practice it. Now doing our shifts on the B string, up and down the scale, 2 octaves. The arpeggio shifting on the B string. Exercise 2, shifting on the B string. We're actually just going to stick to the top octave. We don't have to go all the way down. Exercise number 3, shifting on the B string, top octave. Again, we don't have to go all the way down. Exercise number 4, all the shifts on the B string. I want you to notice, sometimes, because this is a transition between the B flat and the A flat, the B flat really likes to be here. But then down, it likes to be there. So the B flat on the lower octave likes to be between, let's say, in this case, the 6th fret and the 9th fret. But once it goes to the upper octave, it likes to be between the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th fret. So sometimes when I'm only practicing one octave, I'm practicing it as if I've already done that semi-shift, like, but I might do it where I'm just landing here. I think you don't want to fight yourself. I think you want to let your fingers do what they do, because you really want them to be able to do it both ways. You want any way that it needs to do to feel natural. You don't want your hands to just kind of lock up because they weren't able to do it the way you practiced. Now let's do exercise 4 with the shifts going to the intervals on the next string. We're not going to practice the shifts on the E string because the B flat scale already has a shift up on the E string. So there's all your shifts between a B flat shape and an A flat shape. Take them slow, practice them, do the arpeggios in between. It seems tedious. When I'm doing this right, this exercise takes me about a half an hour. If I'm rushing, it takes me about 15 minutes. But when I'm taking it slow and making sure that everything is happening right, this is a 30-minute exercise. To do one movable shape to the other, and all the shifts, it's about a half an hour for me. Get these shifts down before moving on to the next one. The next shift we're going to practice is the A flat shape up to the F shape.